All right, everybody. Today we are joined by Curvin Goheen. He is a senior first baseman slash left-handed hitter was on our 17U team last year. He's from Clarion-Limestone, Pennsylvania. And currently just recently, we're recording this Tuesday, yesterday, right? You got your letter, getting finally accepted and committing officially to St. John's Fisher. So we'll kind of talk about that in a little bit, but you have kind of a cool story about how you came to the Twins. A couple years ago, when you were 15, your dad had a team.
Yeah.
So you guys had a kind of a local travel team that your dad put together, so you had somewhere to play and stuff. You guys played in some tournaments. I can't remember I think your dad messaged me about playing in some games, or I messaged him about playing in some games. We kind of got to talking, and I could tell your dad had a sense of like he wasn't, like, you can tell pretty easy if people are full of shit or if they're they know what they're talking about. So I kind of knew that he kind of knew what was going on. And then later in the fall, he had talked about something about, he sent me a message about how you were looking for a place to play because you had trouble like getting kids to show up for the games and and all the normal crap. And I think he was kind of surprised. He gave me like a pretty long paragraph, like about telling me about you. I think he was trying to be fair, and not like overhype you, but also like let me know that you were pretty good. And I said, yeah, sounds good. He's got a spot. I think he was a little surprised that like I was kind of just like, yeah, I just always go with my gut. Like I said, I had a good feel that he knew what he was talking about. And I looked up like your high school stats. Not that that means everything, but usually you can tell a little bit by. So you came and played for our Twins 16U team, and then we're going to play last year for the 17U. How did you like your first year playing the 16U and stuff? How was that?
I have nothing but great things to say about the Twins. That 15U team we're talking about, there was 2 different weekends. An hour before we're leaving to go 3 hours away, I'm having to call my best friends and say, hey, I know you haven't played baseball in 2 years, but you want to play this weekend in the showcase?
Yeah.
It was awful, constantly not having enough people, being scared about if there's going to be enough people to show up. So at the end of it, we were talking to a kid. I was in I think Titusville, playing a random game. And there was a kid, we actually played the Twins, I think, in Bradford. So
Right.
like I recognized the kid. Like we started talking to his parents, and he just gave us your contact info. That's how we originally got it.
Yeah.
It was, like we always try to stay local, but when you don't have 50 kids in your high school and like your high school grade, it doesn't really help out a lot. So that's when we found the Twins, and it's been amazing since.
Right. Okay. So now you had a really good summer playing for our 16U team. Hit really good. Hit third. Played first. Pitched a little bit. Um, and I know you were really excited about going into your 17U season. And we were really excited. You were going to hit right in the middle of the order for us, third or fourth. Playing first base. We're looking forward to having you. And then you got hurt in a kind of a freak play in your high school season. Strained your UCL, which is your Tommy John ligament, in your throwing arm by diving for a ball in foul territory. So you had to miss the end of your high school season. You had to miss pretty much a majority of the summer season, which was a important summer about exposure and getting seen by colleges. Kind of talk about the frustration and how that was going through that.
Well, a lot of the frustration came because since I was 7 years old, I've always played baseball in the summer.
Right.
And then before it, going for a foul ball in just a high school game, landed directly on my elbow, 60% tear. So then I was told that you can't do anything. You have to stay inside, which was awful. So that's why I just started rehabbing. And originally I was told I was going to be out like 6 months. And then I rehabbed on my own without the doctors knowing. And I cut that down to 3 so I could come back for the end, so I could at least hit.
Right.
The overall frustration was tough because my mind was telling me that I'm good. My arm just couldn't do it.
Right.
I was going to rehab 3 days a week for 2 hours, and it was like I've always worked on baseball, but I've never worked on like that part of it.
Right. And then even coming back, like even being healthy, I mean, you've missed 3 months or whatever, and everyone else is playing and they're in, the groove, and it's almost like when you start a new season, like you got to, like you're starting off new and everyone else is kind of in the, swing of things. So I know we played that game at Jamestown, and we won't go into deep into it, but you could tell the frustration. But then every time we played, basically every game we played after that, you could the steady improvement of that coming back. So that was kind of cool to see. And then, you got in front of some schools and stuff and had a little bit of interest. And then it just seemed like, it was sometimes with you, it was hard to find a really good fit because of your super, super high academic kid. Unbelievable academics it's awesome because it allows you to get into anywhere you want to go, but it's also, you have to make sure that school has the program and has the type of academic standards that you're looking for. So was there a little bit of frustration there also with trying, like, it take a little time to find that right fit?
It was definitely frustrating because I was torn almost. I was always told to get high grades. My parents always stress grades on me just because I have a better percent of being a college graduate than I do a college baseball player.
Right.
So I was almost torn because I put a lot of work in my baseball, a lot of work. I spent many hours hitting, many hours working my fielding so I could be good enough to play next level. But there was also a little bit saying that I need to focus on my academics, so I spent just as much time. So the frustrating part for me was trying to find a school that was either A, I could focus on one, or B, that would allow me to do both. And whenever you hooked me up with St. John's Fisher, that was just the perfect fit.
Right. Because I know, like, there was times where, I'd have a junior college or something that's was interested in. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with junior college, but it just, we wanted to make sure it aligned with your, your academic needs and what you wanted to do. So this just happened. I don't know when we started. It was January maybe, and then you had like the craziest. You were gonna go up the one weekend, and there was like the huge storm, like a really bad ice storm, so you couldn't go. And the next weekend you got to go, but it was like mostly like a school visit, not as much baseball. And then you were gonna go back, and the whole freaking pandemic broke out and stuff. So that's been kind of an odd. Do you feel like you've done like a mostly like a virtual official visit and all that more than an actual visit?
Yeah, I've talked to Coach Potter once face to face, and then we've had many text chains just because, like you said, I was supposed to go up, and then I got a text. I was at a basketball game. I was supposed to go home, leave at 6 in the morning, and then I get a call from him at 10 at night. And he let me know that Rochester got hit with 3 feet of snow, so everything shut down, so don't come up.
Yeah.
The next week I was scheduled to go up, but their St. John's had an open house, so it was a lot more of touring the campus, which was nice. But I only got like a 45-minute talk with them.
Right.
Supposed to go up, and then when COVID-19 hit, that kind of just ended that all.
Right. Okay. So, but you are, obviously the kind of things worked out. You're accepted now. You're also, you got good academic scholarships. You're ready to go. Um, Now, you're from a really small school, and you guys aren't bad. You guys have a decent baseball program. But I know just from you playing with us, you really enjoy winning. You like competing. You like being out there. Like the higher stakes the game, or the higher, whatever, the more you enjoy it. How much are you looking forward to joining a really successful and winning program like St. John's Fisher?
The joining the winning program was a big aspect of what I wanted to do. I personally feel that I can play at any level, but I wanted to join a team that features winning. It almost bothers me if I don't win. Like, it actually hurts me.
Yeah.
Like, I will do whatever it takes to win. So whenever St. John's Fisher was telling me about how much they win, that was just like the final, yeah, this is where I want to be.
Right.
Which every single card aligned.
All right, cool. So you're committed there. Obviously, you have planned to play for the 18U if possible, and you're getting ready for your senior season. Of high school baseball, which obviously you missed. Probably half of the games at least last year. So I'm sure you were excited to get back out there. And playing high school ball. Kind of talk about what that's been like dealing with this craziness of just having your season completely wiped out.
This was definitely tough having my season wiped out because after I got hurt last year, I missed the whole playoffs, and we lost to Cole Sebastian's team. And just like going through it, being there, I felt like that we would have won if I could have played.
Yeah.
So just going into the season, like in practices, I almost felt like I had a chip on my shoulder, thinking I have to prove myself again. I have to prove why I'm the best player in this league. So that was definitely tough. And then when it got wiped out, it almost felt like, okay, now what? I have all this buildup of the underdog syndrome. So I guess I'm just excited to play again.
Right. And so kind of what are you doing to stay ready? You know, obviously we're limited in what we can do in gyms and stuff. So what are some of the things you're able to do right now to stay ready?
My dad and I go out to the batting cage every day and hit. And then because I'm still trying to strengthen my arm to get it back to where it was last year, try and get it even better, I'm throwing about every other day, doing 2 long toss sessions. 1 day a week, I'm maxing it out, throwing as far as I can, just trying to keep it strong. Doing a little bit of running to try and keep my cardio up. Just trying to do whatever I can on my own so I'm prepared when I move on to the next level.
All right, cool. That's kind of about it for our stuff here. So we'll head into our rapid fire questions and don't use any big words on me. I know you're way smarter than I am, so just keep it simple for me. All right.
I'm trying.
All right. Favorite Major League Baseball team.
Oh, Pirates, easy.
All right. Favorite player.
My favorite player, even though I never played in the major league, is John Kemmer. Being from Clarion, it was always nice. I spent many times in a batting cage with him. He often helped me with my swing. The highest he ever got was AAA, but that's definitely my favorite major league player.
Right. And if anybody doesn't know, John was a college teammate of mine. I actually coached him for a year right after I graduated because he's a year younger than me. And if John was with any other team besides the Astros, at one point he would have played in the majors. He was just stuck in one of the best organizations in baseball. So he was right there, and he's still at it. So hopefully he'll punch through, and he will be your favorite major league player. So, all right, number you wear and why?
I always wear 13. I try to just because that's Dan Marino's number, and that was always my dad's favorite football player. So that's why I stick to that number.
Ah, man. All right, walk up song. If you
Um, I,
got one, what would it be?
it's "Immigrant Song" by Led Zeppelin. I
Okay,
just love that guitar intro. Just
I'll pretend like I know what that is, but it sounds good.
just go look it up after this.
Yeah. What do you plan on majoring in college?
I'm going to major in statistics and analytics with a minor in politics.
Okay, so what do you like? What's the eventual plan with that after baseball?
After baseball, if I can't make it, I'm gonna go and start like my own practice, like doing people's taxes, starting off low, hoping to get my own business, being like get into a business where you can do the math. And then I'm hoping to get the minor in politics because personally I think I'd be great for politics. It looks pretty easy. You just have to fight with people, and if they say it, you just tell them they're wrong.
Yeah, just tell them wrong and yell louder than they yell.
Whatever they say, just say they're false, then you say the exact opposite thing and hope that half the people agree with you.
Right.
Around my house, it seems like a strong point, so I guess that's what I'm gonna do when I'm older.
Yeah, sounds good.
I'm 50 president,
Yeah. 50th?
2050. You
Oh,
better
2050. Okay, I got you. Uh,
vote for me.
what about favorite musician, rapper, band? What,
I'd say my favorite rapper is Juice World, but probably my favorite band, I'd have to go with Led Zeppelin just because they're older.
all right. Favorite movie of all time?
Favorite movie of all time is definitely The Benchwarmers.
All right. And then best dugout treat, whether it's like seeds, gum, Gatorade, like what's your go-to?
Before every game, my grandmother always brings me 2 packs of fruit snacks for good luck, and I always eat them before the game just to give me that extra gusher energy. So fruit snack is definitely the preferred treat.
All right. Well, that's all I got for you. I appreciate you coming on. looking forward to actually watching you play and be healthy, for once. So instead of trying to play catch up. So hopefully all this crap gets over and we can get going with our 18U team and get you back out there and get you ready for, as they call it, fishball.
Yeah, I can't wait to play for the Twins this summer. I can't wait to start at St. John's Fisher.
Right. All right, man. Well, keep working hard. I know you're probably doing as much as you possibly can, so keep that up and look forward to getting out there this summer.
All right, thank you.
All right, thanks, Curvin.
Yep, talk to you later.